Hi, welcome. So, just wrapped up the 2025 year ahead reading. Oh, hi, Jelly Bean. I think he wants to be here. And I wanted to put out the Wednesday video. So, I want to try doing a weekly schedule here for 1 week and see what happens. So I'd like to record what I'm currently calling Wednesday Wellbeing. And a lot of times through my readings, this call to with alignment comes through. And oftentimes that's like, what can we do to bring ourselves into a sense of well-being? I can't say it. I might have to rename this. Oh my goodness. Somebody's needy. I love it. So my husband just went to the store to get groceries because we're having the kids over for New Year's Eve. And so I feel a little like, oh, I gotta hurry and do this because I should really help him prep the house. We gotta do a little bit of cleaning, a little food prep. So I don't want the reading to be rushed, but I do feel that energy of like, oh. So that's not well-being, is it? No, we need to chill, don't we? I think we need to chill. Yeah. Look at his face. He's chilling. He's not the chill cat, by the way. He's anything but chill, unless he's in full-on cuddle me mode. I'm a baby. I'm just a little... Ow. Okay, I built this chair seat for you to enjoy. Try to like it. Okay. Wednesday just happens to be the first of the year also. So I thought, first of the year, let's go with the oldest, very first tarot deck I ever bought that I learned with. And by learned, I meant like how did I learn to tap into my intuition more deeply in a more purposeful way? So I would like to, because the new year is all about purpose and intention setting. Like, what do we want to manifest this year? And how does that relate to our well-being? I mean, that's a pretty broad topic. Anything could kind of relate. We could probably connect any of those dots however we want. But I'm just asking Spirit to really, send through a message that needs to be heard by one or many people right now, that will really help us reorient to our own, what we intuit our own need for well-being to be. Like, what are we being called to I want to say heal, but we do a lot of healing. Maybe we keep this a little lighter because I do need to be kind of quick about it. Keep it a little short. Just saying. I'll do an extended if you want, but... So without further ado, let's just see what message wants to come through for whoever this is intended for, it's so hard to know or to put into practice those things that we know are good for us. So what is some motivation and stepping stones, baby steps? Let's talk about baby steps. Usually the first of the year is it's going to be big and it's going to be good and I'm going to do all the things. And I feel like right now, let's just say, what is one little baby step on the path to our own well-being? And by taking a baby step, that builds momentum. Okay? I just got chills. I feel like that's what's wanting to be said is let's take a baby step today on little baby January 1st. Thank you, Spirit. That feels really good. Thank you. Look at the little baby. Oh my God, it's the Sun card. And that energy that was coming through at the end is just I'm a little baby. He's a little baby. Baby steps. But the Sun really is about I feel healed. I am my true authentic self, fully in the light, under the sun, not in the shadows anymore. That's big energy. That's major arcana. That is, I think that's like baby energy. Let's just see what else wants to come out. Ooh, this is kind of not the same. This by itself is saying, what are we feeling trapped by? What aren't we seeing that's keeping us in this constricted state? That's what we need to look at, to say, like, how could we take a baby step to like change that trend or habit? And then we have the Page of Swords, which is like they're inspired to move forward toward this baby self, like restoration of youth in the body, in the mind, and the soul. I feel like I kind of want to do, let me take a little peeksies. Yeah, I mean, that's good energy, but it's like, does it relate? We'll find out. Page of Pentacles. I don't know. This is like the gift of the material world, which is of the body. It's like not always financial. It's like this could be the gift of health. And like this, we want to be healthy for ourselves and our family. We want to be abundant in health. And so there's something, and this is saying like that baby step energy. I think Spirit just was like, bam. That's just to be funny. But no, it really is like a restoration of youthfulness under the sun, fully alive in our element, feeling healthy. Like, when you feel that vibrancy, like that, oh my God, I wish I felt like this all the time. That's kind of the energy here. So this is the call to really look at what are we doing to ourselves? Because this card, the Eight of Swords, is like, I know a lot of you are familiar with this already, but I want to show it. Okay. So, and when, having the Page of Swords here is like, give yourself the gift to take off, like the page is bringing the gift, take off the blindfold. Look at it honestly. It's not going to hurt. Like, to look and acknowledge it. A lot of times we're like, oh, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to deal with it. Like, I know I have maybe a bad habit that isn't good for my health. Sometimes those are really hard. Sometimes those are really hard. And this is really calling us to say, like, it's all possible. It's really hard. You're going to get the gift, giving yourself the gift of looking at it, and that this is like inspiration from learning from this process of looking at it and taking baby steps. It's almost like, this learning aspect. It's like learning a new way, and you're inspired to do it for this. And for this, these are the bookends. This is what we have to go through to reach this. And there's going to be a new gift of health at the end of it all. That could be pretty darn big. I do feel like there's something of the body that, let's just see. Let's just see, like, maybe there's a clue, thank you, Spirit, of like, is there some part of our body that, we'll just see, needs some looking at, maybe some understanding how to change this, this habit maybe for our own well-being. Aww. Connect with a spiritual teacher and tap into higher wisdom. There's some insight Of course we want insight. That's kind of like a duh moment. Why does the number 38, like in the 2025 year ahead video, there were 3 or 4 different cards that had the number 38 on them from different decks, and here we are again. Is somebody watching and that number means something to you? Because 38 doesn't really mean anything to me, but it's like, it's come up a lot in a very short period of time. Insight, spiritual teacher. Connect with a spiritual teacher and tap into higher wisdom. So the crown chakra. So it's like there's something in the head. That's why I was looking for a little clue. We're just having fun with this. Is there something in the head or of the mind that needs to be addressed that's keeping us not in our fullest state of well-being? It could be thoughts. It could actually be, is something causing you headaches? Is there something like really literally in your head? Something like, are you taking too much ibuprofen? Just kidding. The crown chakra is a place of union between us and the higher realms and teachings. Traditionally, one will call on and connect to their spiritual teacher in the higher realms to access the space where the wisdom resides. There are many spiritual teachers who can provide that connection, some on the physical plane, others on the spiritual plane. This conscious union is a form of meditation that provides insight beyond the ego. If we allow ourselves to have more than one experience of consciousness, we can expand more rapidly. Finding the spiritual teacher who resonates with where you are in this moment may be effortless if you set the intention to connect to the highest wisdom and guidance available to you. Teachers such as Jesus and Buddha are readily available through worldwide consciousness and writings, as are the many ascended masters, gurus, saints, sages, angels, and wise teachers on the earth, like Amma or the Dalai Lama. Set aside some space and time now to receive and allow higher wisdom to flow. Call on one or more of your spiritual teachers on any plane of existence and open yourself to insight and guidance as you choose to use this powerful connection to access information and knowledge. Remember that you may also receive grace and peace through this process. The wisest teachers always impart a sense of knowing, calm, and ultimately surrender to the ways of the universe. Ask them to show you what you need to know to connect to your higher and wiser self and to bless you with their energy. If you have felt unheard or alone on your spiritual path, this card is calling you to remember who you are. You are a soul filled with light and potential. Power statement. I call on the highest teaching and guidance available to me right now. That's that inspiration for what to look at. And you can, it's kind of like a form of surrender. Like this habit, I feel like the word habit, it's like chills. Like the habit, there's some habit, big or small, that I need to surrender up and say, you know what? I've tried and tried, maybe year after year. I go through like cycles of it, like, hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good. Whatever that habit is, it's time to offer it up, surrender it like this, like, oh, for the abundance to come, for this gift of health to come. Connect with that higher wisdom and offer it up and say, I just need some help. Like, let go of it. By clinging to it, it's like a form of resistance. It's like, I'm not letting it go because I'm ruminating on it so much. So, I don't know. That's what's coming through. It's a habit. That's interesting. Like I said, I feel like we're gonna keep it short. I love all these decks. I just want to pull from everything and see like, what the energy what really meshes well with this. But we're gonna keep it simple. Can you please help clarify, like, what is there like something to understand further about? Is it really a habit? Is it what kind, or like how? I mean, we all kind of know what our habits are that aren't like the healthiest for us. So I feel like it's not like a specific thing I'm curious about. It's more like, what am I curious about? I'm always curious about why we have the habit in the first place. But let's get back to baby steps. Let's give us a clue on what's a very practical baby step to understanding how to surrender this and change this cycle that we're in. Everything wants to pop out. Okay. Yeah, that's the question. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles. Oh. Okay. Let me just see before I show that one. I usually like to pull threes. I'm going to see if that's... This Queen of Pentacles, immediately I thought of when I asked the how, what's the baby step? Oh my God, this is it. Let me see if these relate. So, I know, you're a little baby. I'll get with you in a moment. So, oh, the other baby one's in. They're communicating through the door. I gotta think. Give me a moment. Come here. In or out? Oh, both. In and out. Gotcha. They're trading places. One in, one out. Hi, Agador. So immediately what comes to mind, what I really felt into this message was the, it's thank you. You have served me well. You became a part of me for a reason. You've gotten me to this point. When we can recognize and really give thanks to something that was here for a reason, it served us in some way, it served a purpose. What was that purpose in having this somewhat unhealthy habit or tendency or pattern in life? It formed from some prior time that was usually a form of protection, comfort, probably comfort. That's resonating more. Agador, no. He likes the way plastic feels on his tongue and teeth, and anything. Yeah, I'm talking about he chews plastic. Oh, there's the other guy. So it's saying treat that part of you with compassion. It served you in some really good way for a while, and it's time to release it. The surrender, I'm getting chills. It's all coming together. These guys are interesting because sometimes I think of this as kind of seeking counsel, depending on which side you read into this. I feel there's some counsel being sought. That kind of reminded me of this. And then the Knight of Swords is whoa. There's such a swiftness here once you really say, oh my God, you did serve me in some way. For me, I'll just share an example because it really helped me release something, but I'm still working on it. And I won't go into all the details, but this pattern of wanting to numb out and because of exhaustion, I used to be an overworker and just that I just wanted to watch a show and eat a big bowl of mac and cheese or something, something not healthy both for my mind and my body. Oh, I love mac and cheese. But but that pattern persisted as a way to once I created space between the impulse to do that, once I was able to pause, even just a fraction of a second between the impulse and then doing it, I was a whole bunch of other stuff played into this, but it was oh my God, I take this from me, instead of just jumping straight to it without like thinking that way. I was like, so offering it up was like, I'm ready to change this. I may stumble along the way. I'll probably eat 10 more bowls of mac and cheese in the next month. I don't know. But I'm ready to release it. And when I finally said, oh my God, I don't want to beat myself up for eating that, because that just keeps me in the cycle. Again, this is just an example to kind of make it more tangible. It's like, once I realized why I had that tendency, I could finally give grace to myself and see it through the eyes of compassion and be like, oh, I got chills. You served me. You comforted me when I felt like no human around me, going back to childhood, could comfort me. You know, like that was a form of comfort, to just feel like nourished, maybe not in the healthiest way, but like full up, nourished. And like maybe I would binge like comedy, like something uplifting while I was eating mac and cheese. And so that was my form of comfort, and it served me. It really did bring comfort at times. And then I was like, but I have other goals now. I want to be the healthiest version of myself, which I'm not there. So anyway, that's, again, TMI, but I feel like that's what it's really calling us to do. Bam. You can take these if you want. I feel like they're related, but this is the real message here. Because once you do seek that higher counsel and surrender, give grace to yourself, see through the eyes of compassion, there's going to be such a swiftness with a new way of thinking about, oh my God, I want these other kinds of habits. You know, there's just such that, like, the night brings that gift of like, yes, inspired thought. And it's gonna be good. So we're keeping this shorter because, like I said, I should be a good partner and go help prep the house for the kids to come over. And we're gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do. Play games, watch a movie. It's somehow over the years, our tradition, we're not traditional like in a lot of ways, but it turned into a tradition of like, if we could stay awake till midnight, from like 10 to 1 a.m. we were watching Bob Ross reruns on like PBS or whatever it's on. And now we have such fond memories of like, oh, Bob Ross, and like just being there quiet on the couch. Like, what kids and teenagers would find that fun? But they did, and I'm so grateful for that we have that memory. So I don't know, maybe we'll watch some Bob Ross. Oh, I miss that guy. He's special. Oh, do you want to see something? I play with paintings. So speaking of Bob Ross, these aren't even the good ones. I hung those up in my studio, what I figured was okay for other eyeballs to see, okay enough. I just like getting paint out. That's why I have that little table back there that I don't mind if it gets paint on it, and just like making patterns. And then sometimes I cut those up and make little gift cards for people, like greeting cards. So this is one of my latest ones. I don't know why I pulled out like a lip stencil. I thought, oh, maybe I'll do it for Valentine's Day and make some V-Day cards. And then this one came out. I was playing with my metallic paints. You can kind of see as I do a shimmy shimmy. I guess I should do that with this one too. So they're just fun. And then this one has like a million layers on it, and then scratches, and like, so it's like I really went to town with like not liking this one over and over and over again. And then I'm like, I'll put my favorite color in it, teal. Psh, salvage it maybe for cutting up into cards. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for humoring me with, you know, getting inspired by Bob Ross. So yeah. So for the new year, yeah, there's a gift of health coming by going to that whatever higher wisdom you have or you tap into to say, I'm ready to change this, and I'm going to give myself some grace, because whatever that habit is, it served me. It served a purpose, and I'm ready to release it with compassion. And you can even talk to it like it's a person, like it's a little baby, like, thank you. Oh, I hope you have a happy new year, and a happy Wednesday, and full of well-being. So thank you. Bye.